guys, thanks for coming to meet with me today. So how is everyone doing today?
Fine. It's been good, but it's been really, really hard to not have him at home. It's been lonely.
How are you doing, Peter?
It's been lonely too. I miss her. It's hard. She comes as much as she can, but we're used to just spending all of our time together, so it's so hard being away from everyone.
I understand. Well, I hope after this process it won't be so hard anymore and things will be a lot easier for everyone. So today we're going to be working on kind of why you guys are here and kind of taking one step closer to reaching our goal that we kind of discussed in our previous session about working to decrease all of our anxiety so things are a little less stressful. So I just want to start off by saying how come you guys decided to come today?
Of course. Well, we're struggling with moving forward, not having him at home, and our daughter's been a really incredible help to us. But it's really important for me that she is able to continue her caretaking responsibilities. And I'm having a really hard time managing my own anxiety at home. I think just not having you with me has been really difficult, and I don't like being alone, and it doesn't feel good.
And Peter, what about you? What's been going on?
I agree. I just want to be home. I want to be back together with her, and being separated is really tough, and I have a lot of anxiety about being there and in a different environment, which I'm not used to. I'm used to just being at home with my family, and they're always so supportive, and I feel like they can take care of me just as well as this place can take care of me, so I'd rather just be home with everyone.
Mm-hmm. And Natalie, what about you?
It's really hard to see my parents like this. We've just always been so close, and they've been everything to me. And my mom still lives in the house that we grew up in, and not having my dad live in that house, it's just too much. And then seeing him, not liking the home that he's in, it's really stressful.
Yeah, sounds like a lot of stress. Well, for today, I thought it would be a great activity that we worked on. It's called a genogram, and it's basically a little family tree. And so we're going to, on the blackboard, we're going to identify all the different members of your family. And the next session, we're going to work on establishing kind of the relationship lines. So it's kind of a two-step process. And the purpose that we're kind of going to work on this activity is because it's going to help you to allow to see the different generations and kind of how maybe anxiety or different issues have been passed down. So it kind of helps us to see different patterns that are emerging, and also it will help us to kind of create new patterns. So you can work on establishing new patterns amongst each other in a better, healthier way where you're not so stressed out or having lots of anxiety. So it also kind of illustrates why you're kind of feeling stuck in this position right now, and it'll just give a lot of understanding to kind of the situation of what you guys are going through. So we're going to start off by doing that. Does anyone have any questions or anything before we start? Okay, so we'll start today with, we got you, Peter, and then you, Rebecca. You said you were 92, Peter?
Yes.
And Rebecca, you were 91?
That's correct.
And then we're going to draw a little marriage line right here to show that you guys were married. And you had one daughter, Natalie. You said you were 58?
You got it.
And then I remember you guys said you had another child. It was Sam. And he was 61? Okay. And then Natalie, are you married at all?
Yes, I am.
Okay. And how old is your husband?
He is 60.
Okay. And how many children did you guys have?
have 4 children together.
And I remember you said, were they 2 boys and 2 girls?
Yes, how did you remember that?
Yeah, I just remember because it was an even number.
You're a smart one.
And what were their ages?
Let's see, the youngest is, how old is she? She's
24.
24.
I even remember it's my favorite granddaughter.
Peter. The next one is 27, I believe.
Okay.
And then the other 2 are 29 and 30.
Our daughter has it.
Yeah, she remembered.
Okay.
They love their grandparents. They can't
And we
get enough.
love them.
Oh, that's great. That's good. And then Peter, how many siblings did you have?
I just have one brother.
One brother? Okay. And what's his age?
Well, he died.
Okay. So we're gonna draw little marks right here to indicate that someone has passed away. Do you know what time that was?
The year?
Or the age that they were at?
I think he was 96.
Okay. You got good genes in your family.
That's why I'm still kicking.
That's great. And Rebecca, how many siblings did you have?
I had 2 sisters.
Okay. And how old are they?
They are, well, let's see, Rosa is 89,
Okay.
and Mary would be 82, but she has passed.
Oh, okay. I'm sorry to hear that. And did they get married at all?
No, I was the only one.
Okay. And Peter, same for your sister? She married at all?
My brother.
Oh, your brother. Yes, sorry.
No. He was
Okay.
single.
But we were very close, all of us, back in the day.
Okay. And then were any of your children married at all or anything?
They're not.
Still single?
Still single, very much involved with the family.
That's great.
It's really all about our immediate family
Okay.
and this family.
And then do you remember how many kids your brother had?
Well, let's see, he adopted one.
Okay. And do you know how old they are?
How old is
Aren't they now like they're 34 or something like that?
34? That
Okay.
sounds about right, Mom.
And
She has the best memory, doesn't she?
yeah.
She
Oh my goodness.
Was that a
Love,
boy or a
love,
girl?
love grandchildren, so that was a boy.
Okay.
I believe they have 2 girls.
2 girls.
2 girls. So if he's married?
Who?
Divorced.
Okay.
Our son.
I wasn't sure if we were talking about the grandchildren.
Oh, okay. And they had 2 daughters.
That's correct.
And how old were they?
So the girls are actually twins, and they are both 20.
Oh, wow, twins.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, so we got everyone, right? Are we missing anyone?
Our son's wife.
Wife. Well, she's divorced though, but how old is she?
No idea.
Oh man, we
It's been a while.
Yeah.
She's gotta be in her late 50s.
Yeah.
Yeah, we can just make a guesstimate.
Okay, let's say 57.
Okay.
57 sounds right.
Okay.
I don't know. Haven't heard from her in ages.
No. Yeah, that's hard after a divorce. Must have been really hard on your family, right?
We're so close and kind of losing someone has been really tough. So we kind of just cut it out completely.
Yeah, so
we
you guys,
do. Oh, sorry.
you guys don't talk to her anymore?
No, but we have a great relationship with our son and our grandkids.
No, that's great.
Yeah.
She's very involved.
Okay, so we still have a few extra time that I thought this would take a little longer, so we can start to do some of the relationship lines that I had planned for our next session. Does that sound okay?
Sure.
Okay, so we're gonna start with you and Peter and Rebecca. So, what would you say the relationship is like between you guys?
Oh, we are very close.
Close.
Very, very close.
Yeah, we
Okay.
do everything together.
So we're gonna draw 3 lines in there for a close relationship.
Can you tell us what the options are for the lines?
Okay,
Are it
so
close and not close, or those are 2 options?
we have kind of close or distant, and I guess this is for really close, and then a 2 line is for kind of close, and then a dotted line is for distant.
Okay,
Okay?
thank you.
And then so Natalie, how would you say your relationship is with your mom?
Very close with both my mom and dad.
Okay.
3 lines, certainly.
She's a good girl.
So you would say that. And then I know your son isn't here, but can we speak out to his involvement at all in the family?
I mean,
Or-
he's involved, not as involved as Natalie, but
But we have a great relationship with him and the
Yeah.
kids too. I mean, we see them every weekend, and he calls us,
at least once every couple days.
Okay. So we can draw
It's a
still a
good
close
sign.
line for them.
I'm closer though.
Okay.
Yeah,
So we'll
Natalie-
put one less line for him.
Okay. Yeah, I mean, Natalie has taken on so many of our caretaking responsibilities that it's really brought the 3 of us very close.
Yeah, if anything ever happened, I would call Natalie before our son.
Oh, okay. Well, that's good. You guys have that relationship. And then, Natalie, how would you say your relationship is with your husband?
It's good. I'd say we're close.
Okay.
I'd say my relationship with my parents comes first though.
Okay, so we'll do 2 lines. Oh, and then I forgot to mention if there are any hostile relationships, that's kind of a squiggly line like this. So, do you think anywhere in the family tree there's any hostile relationships at all?
I feel, I'm not gonna lie, I feel hostile towards our son's ex-wife.
Oh, the ex-wife.
I
Okay.
would say she's also distant, but she's not somebody that I care to interact with.
Both distant and hostile, I would say.
Okay.
Hostile when we do have to interact with her, distant all the other times.
Yeah.
For all of us with
Yeah.
her.
Okay. Would you say it's kind of hostile with your son as well?
I think it is, but I think he's more understanding about it. I think he is in a little bit more contact because of the kids, but I think it was more of a betrayal to us than him.
Mm-hmm.
So yes, but not as much. If that's, I don't know what that line looks like.
Okay. I guess we can leave them kind of neutral. And how about with the children? Do you have any hostile or distant relationships with any of your kids?
No, all my kids are wonderful. They're wonderful to their grandparents. We're very close. They help me out a lot with their caretaking. They all still live in the area, if not in my home.
Okay.
So
Is there any one of them that you're particularly close with, or do you think it's just kind of a good relationship with them?
well, the 27-year-old lives in my home.
Okay.
So we're very close.
Okay. So we'll draw a couple.
Yeah. She goes to visit Peter a lot.
Okay, that's great. Are there any other lines that you, or relationships that you guys see?
If you could just connect her to me, because she does visit a lot. The 27
The child, yeah, that's a good one.
I feel like she
Her
has. We
grandfather.
love all of our grandchildren, but I feel like she's just the closest to
Okay.
both of us.
So I guess we can extend this line through here.
To share
That's a lot of lines. It's getting pretty messy in there.
We're very close.
Yeah.
So I can see why there's a lot of lines.
Yeah,
Agreed.
so do you guys kind of see how these relationships have kind of passed down and kind of have been replicated at all in your little family? I mean, I know it's hard because your son really isn't here, so can't really include that part.
But I think, you showing us the lines really helps us see how close we are and how that's something that is important to us and how we maintain that in our family.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I guess I hadn't realized that I kind of have the same relationship with my kids as my parents do with me.
Oh.
You know, we're very close, so I'm very close to my children. That kind of,
I didn't think about that
I
either.
didn't think about that, but I guess we're all just very.
Yeah, and then we do have great relationships with our grandkids.
That's great. Okay, well, it looks like that's all the time that we have for today, but it looks like you guys did a great job helping me with that, so thank you. And I hope you have a good rest of the day.
Thank you.
Thank you.